back up in this thing. Ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Come and tell us what you know. BrosTalk.
I ain't even listen to it, huh? But yeah, y'all boys ready? All right. Yo. What up, world? What up, peoples and tweeples out there? It's your boy T Broski. Got my main man Corey in the building with me. Hey man, this is BrosTalk. Hey. We got our homie, the homie, the player, the fella, the guy, the brother, Lando with us. What's going on with your player?
Chillin', man. What's good?
Nothing much, man. Shouts out to King Dano too, man. How y'all boys doing this evening?
Good. Man, I'm chilling, man. You know, same as always. You know what I'm saying? Staying aware, staying righteous, steady, ready to protest.
Jesus Christ.
Ready to protest.
Yeah, all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Protesting's good.
To a certain extent, you know. Oh, snaps. Hold on. I ain't even as cool as I thought I was. Back at it like a crack addict. All right, my bad. Had to get myself together, guys. Yeah, man. Beautiful days. Well, we just overcame our little freeze out here. How was that for you guys out there? Wasn't nothing crazy going on for y'all?
Nah, I had fun.
Froze over up there in Austin?
Down here, it froze over, but it wasn't too crazy. Like, the roads was closed and everything, but, like, everything was back to normal. But, like, the one thing I did realize that sucks about working from home is it doesn't matter what the weather is outside. You still gotta work. Like,
Yep. You don't even get the excuse of, man, I can't even make it to the office this morning.
Right.
You're at the office.
Yeah, that's all right. Good.
Yeah, that's my other half. Same thing. I felt bad because everyone's off. And she's like, well, I'm going to go sign in. It's like, all right.
Exactly.
Sorry.
It was that, what was that, the Squidward meme where he's looking out the window and everybody's out frolicking and that was me.
Dang. Yeah, me, chilling. Yeah. Big work from home. Roads messed up. You know what I mean? You don't want to put your workers at risk.
Can't do that.
You know what I mean? That's crazy to put them at risk trying to come to work. I'll chill, work at the house, man.
Hey, I was lucky. You know, my company was good enough they gave us Monday off the whole day, half a day on Tuesday, and then we came in like 2 hours late on Wednesday.
Okay.
Because like every morning, like the roads kept freezing over.
Yeah.
And so like, I was like, I hope we don't have to come in till 10 because I'm not coming in till 10 because that shit is... You know, as soon as it hops above freezing, it's like, all right, cool, I'll get out there. But
Right.
So I was like, King Dano hits me up that day. He's like, man, what you doing? Like, nothing, chilling at the crib. He's like, man, don't nobody want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm trying to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure ain't nobody going because of the weather. Hey, man, you think it's going to be that bad? I would assume so. They made it seem like that, you know. And I think people just taking preparation because the weather is going to drop, and and if the weather drops, the temperature drops, then the roads ice is going to be icy. You never know. And he was like, you know what, you right. I'm gonna just chill at the house. I'm like, all right, man. So we get off the phone. I had to make a run. So as I go make my run, I'm outside with it. I got from where I stay all the way to Fort Hood Street. As I'm getting off on Fort Hood Street to make that right onto Stan Sluter, I just start sliding. Like, I'm talking about sliding. And I'm like, oh shit! Like I'm going up to a car. I'm like,
Oh,
oh shit! Damn! I missed it. I end up going getting where I need to get. Pull up in the driveway. Park. It's cold. It's wet outside. It's icy. So what's the proper thing to do if you're pulling up on a not a steep, but if you're pulling up on a kind of steep, you want to put your car and parking brake. That's what I did. Parking brake, and my shit is electric. Put the parking brake on, open my door to get out, put my foot out, my whole car is just sliding back.
No shit.
I swear to God, sliding off my boy's driveway,
You
just
was
sliding back,
out there?
bruh. Hey, I was like, immediately I thought about King Dan. I was like, yeah, I'm glad he didn't go out. Like this is
Yeah.
a stupid ass decision, man. I shouldn't have did that.
But you had to make that move, though.
I had to,
You
man.
had to make that move.
I had to. You know, I had to. So it was like
It's poor planning right there.
it was. It was.
Poor planning prevents poor performance. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Hey,
Yeah.
It do.
Yeah.
You know, and that was unexpected because I thought it was gonna come in later. But but it's all good. But
that shit crazy.
first topic of the day. Everybody knows what's going on in damn, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Mississippi, but Missouri.
Minnesota. All
Minnesota. Jesus Christ.
right. What other M states we got? Michigan,
Golly.
Montana.
I was about to run through them. What-
Like a motherfucker.
What exact city is this in?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Gee, another M. So I was way off. Jesus. I was on Mississippi, Minnesota. Jesus. Okay, but everybody knows what's going on out there. Everybody's pretty much abreast of the situation. We spoke on it before. And the first time we spoke about it, we didn't have as much detail or information about it as we have right now. So the first incident we spoke on, and what was her
happened.
name?
Renee Good.
Renee Good.
We talked about it the
We
day
spoke
it
about
happened.
the day it happened. Yeah, we spoke
Literally
about it.
5 hours after it happened, we was talking about it.
But that episode got scrapped.
That's right.
Yeah, so y'all didn't get
Forgot about
that information, but we spoke about it before, and I'll say this: from any information, any new information that came out, did your opinions change? Well, we can't really say that because nobody really know our opinions, right?
Right.
So like we have to
So we
speak
know
on.
our opinions from that day and the discussion that we had.
Yeah, we do, but everybody else don't. Like the viewers
We
don't,
just
and
talk
then we
about how we
scrapped
feel
it.
on based
Right,
on all
so
the
you-
information we've seen.
Okay, so
Yeah.
scratch all that. Let's just say, going right now, what do you feel about
Rewind.
that situation that took place? Was that agent or officer wrong? Was she wrong?
Yeah.
Prevention, how do you feel about that situation?
Linda, I'll let you go.
All right. I feel like first of all, the officer placed himself in the wrong position to begin with. Like no other trained officer would put themselves in that type of position with a hostile vehicle to begin with. And then,
And what,
You gotta let him finish.
I was just
Hold
going to
on.
ask in
I'll
what position is all I was going to ask.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go. But you know what I'm saying? So he placed himself in the wrong position. I'll give him stated from what I see, right? From what I see, she was not trying to drive herself into him or anything like that. And he was reacting to what he perceived was a threat. I'll give him that he perceived it to be a threat, but he was not in front of the vehicle. Like he was not directly a target. You know what I'm saying? He was off to the side, and I guess he feared for his life, but he majorly overreacted to what a trained professional would carry themselves out, in my perception, and due to the training that I've gone through just from the military, you know what I'm saying? And that was like 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? So she did not deserve anything that happened to her. My man majorly overly reacted. And based on what we know, I don't think anything has changed from that. Like there's nothing changing that for me.
Okay, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree she didn't deserve that. Like, I don't think she did anything that was like terrible enough for her to get shot. At the same time, that officer doesn't know her intentions. The car did hit him. Yes, she was turning to the right, but that car's right. He can't see the tires from his perspective. Also, the reason I was asking, like, when you said, he put himself in that position, like, you have to understand, to an extent, I agree. But also, as he's walking around, the car was facing, like, let's say, northwest.
Parallel in the street or whatever.
So when she backs out, she puts that officer in front of the vehicle, right? Because of the way that she turns that vehicle.
They're like, I don't want to cut into your time, but they were working like simultaneously. Like she backed in, and was going to turn out at the same time as he's coming around.
Right. So you can say that, I can agree to an extent, it's not the best position to put yourself in, but then I would also say it's also not the best position to drive towards an officer that's telling you to stop. You've been directed to get out of the vehicle, all this stuff. I don't know. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I completely agree. She didn't deserve to die. I don't necessarily think her intent was to run him over. She continued to turn right. But to say at the end of the day, like, if it goes to court, did that officer have a reason to fear for his life? I think it's hard to argue that he didn't. So I just, it's sad that it went to that.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, like
before we dig, let me get this. Let me say mine, and then we'll dig.
Yeah.
I kind of side with both of y'all. Made good points. One point Lando said was, I think that officer, agent, dude, person, I think he put himself in a position to have something to say, to have a backing, so to speak, i.e. what you were just referring to, which is if they go to court, I fear for my life. He put himself in that position. I also agree with Lando saying that there's any officer you ever see trained, there's a car, hostile car, or not. Well, let's keep it on hostile car. If there's a hostile car, there's no officer that's going to walk directly in front of that car at all. You're not going to walk behind it. You're not going to walk in front of it. You'll walk to the sides of it. Because it's common sense. The car's not going to move sideways. We only have forward or backwards mobility, so to speak. You got to turn your wheels to go. But even if I stood in a certain spot and you just drove circles around me, you'll never hit me, just based off of quote unquote physics or the way cars are designed, right? So that to me was I would say an ignorant move, walking in front of a car like that when you're giving them, you don't have nothing that impedes that car from running into you. So you walk in front of it is putting yourself in danger, which is insane to me. Now, if you were talking about y'all were running up on a car that was stationary and y'all were going to get this person, i.e. like ambushing them, we're coming from all sides, whole different ballgame.
Well, the car was stationary.
Yeah.
She was there for quite a while. So this officer, when he starts to walk around the vehicle, that car had been stationary for a while. He had no reason to think this person's going to do that. So as he's walking around, the car reverses. And like I said, that between him walking towards the... Hold on.
No. To your point, she was letting cars go by. And then all of a sudden, I.C.E. just jumped out of a car that she was trying to wait by. And they're telling her to get out of the car.
Because she's parked parallel in the road. That's illegal. It's obstruction.
Well, let me finish what I was saying.
She decides to move out of the way. Just like she said, hey, dude, I have no problem with you. I'm not mad at you or anything. Last words from Renee Brown or Renee Good. You know what I'm saying?
But let me
no quarrels with you, no problems with you.
Let me finish what I was saying by the whole stationary car. I'm saying like if SWAT was doing an ambush on somebody, i.e., he's in that car. We got 3 or 4 cars set up. We're running up to this person. So if that person drives off, it's not understandable, but it's more reasonable than this particular situation. This is a situation where it wasn't a SWAT tactic. It wasn't a team tactic. This was a person sitting in the car, and they chose to drive off at whatever point in time. There was no immediate danger. So again, this is where for me, where I say, why would you put yourself in front of that vehicle? Now, at this particular time, you're engaging with this woman, and I say that I say all that just to say the lack of training, right? I feel like there's a lack of training somewhere because you put yourself in that position.
Well, he's got to. Well, again, he's got to. They're trying to get her out of the car, right?
So there was officers, but there was officers on the other side of the car, though, right?
Right. So
then why are you coming across?
He's trying to help them out, right? So
why do you have a video camera out here?
No.
What do you?
No,
why does that?
You didn't seem like they're trying to get her out of the car. There was no standoff to get her out of the car.
No, he walked right up.
Conflicting address.
He walked straight up to her. He walked straight up to her and said, "Get out of the car," and started opening.
The guy that got shot. I mean, the guy that got hit. He walked up to the car door and pulled her car door.
No.
So where was he at?
He was on the
process. He was on the other side of the car, right?
Right.
Did he have a GoPro?
No, he was holding the phone.
So how? So miss me with the fucking help me shit. How are you helping somebody and you have 2 hands and you're occupying one with a cell phone? You can't tell me that you're trying to help me as an officer when you have 2 hands and you're utilizing one for a cell phone.
And the other
as an officer, legally as an officer, you're not even supposed to be on your cell phone personal. That's why if you know anything, you take a picture. If they take a picture, you can subpoena that information in court. Meaning that if an officer pulls me over and does something I deem illegal, and they have something in their phone that they recorded or that they used to process me, that means that shit should be documented, and I can request that information, and they should give me that information. So This is the problem I have with that. That's why I say there's a lack of training, because to me, again, we go back to the car situation. You're walking in front of the car. If you're going to help, why are you even recording? Why are you even recording? That's how I know it's something beyond just a quote unquote impeding or whatever the case may be. Cool. He put himself in that situation. He got hit. This is the problem I have with what you said.
I don't even agree with okay. So
I'm just trying to end mine so we can dig in. That's all I'm trying to do.
No. I just want to say something about the whole he got hit part. Is if he got hit the way they're implying he got hit, then he would not have been stable enough to get off the second and third shots, because the way he got hit by the car, the way they're claiming, is in between the first and second shots, or before the first shot. Like this debilitating hit by the car happened,
and then he shot all 3 rounds.
He was never knocked over or anything. He didn't get bumped back or anything.
What you mean he didn't get bumped back?
Like
I sent y'all the slow-mo video. It's super clear, bro. You can see his whole body get lurched back. It's very obvious he got hit by the car.
My thing about the whole hitting thing is he got hit and then fired. Or did he fire and then get hit?
He got hit and then fired.
Okay, cool. So that's retaliatory.
That's as he's getting hit, he's like it's almost
no. That's so if I hit you and you hit me back,
but it's not from the front. It's not from the front.
No, just hear this out. If you get hit and somebody hits you back, are they not hitting you back in retaliatory?
Yeah,
that's retaliatory, right?
But
you're being. It can continue to be a threat.
How if okay, cool.
It's not like you got hit and now the car's gone, and then a mile down the road he's like pop 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 pop. Yeah, that's wrong. But it was an instantaneous. I get hit, I start shooting. Like I'm still in contact with the vehicle when I'm shooting.
But this is where my whole point,
or at least the first shot.
This is where my whole point goes back to the whole police thing and the whole. That's why it goes back to the police thing and the whole SWAT thing. Because if a SWAT agent or somebody was walking up on armed suspect or a suspect that was an issue, or they deemed that was a problem, they're gonna have their gun drawn, right?
Yeah, weapon would have already been
Weapons drawn. If my life is in danger, my weapon's drawn. Before you even hit me, you act like you're coming to hit me. I'm firing through your windshield. Firing through your windshield. Plenty of police. We've seen this on. I've seen a video where a cop ran and jumped on top of the car and unloaded. Standing on top of the car and unloaded. I say all that to say, when you look at that situation, and you said it yourself, he was hit and shot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit me and then drive off, so to speak, right? If I shoot at you at that particular time as you're driving off, isn't that retaliatory? Nope. Isn't that if I shoot you in your back?
Once I drive off, the situation's over.
Right.
Any shot after that is
retaliatory.
Right.
It's retaliatory. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when I look at those things, that's the two things that I wanted to put out.
But all the shots were before she drove away.
Just one.
So again, so he shot before he got hit. Then
open window.
Right, but I can't remember what the Supreme Court case is. But if they're like bop 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 bop, like in sequence, there's not like bop bop, and then you wait a couple seconds and shoot a couple more. They're immediate. It's like stop. You gotta let people talk. It's like a second between less than a second between the first and the last gunshot. It's a very short amount of time. It's not like I agree that the last couple shots are more problematic than the first, but based on court decisions that they've already made, that first shot, it's all in a sequence. So, like, they're not going to differentiate. There was no time skip. It's not like he shot 18 shots.
No. Okay, Corey. I'll give you that, but there has to be some level of training that counts for a difference between the first shot through the glass window, through the windshield. I'll give you that. I'll give you that all day. You know what I'm saying? He got hit. He didn't, like, in my eye or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get hit. Whatever. He got hit. First shot through the windshield. Those second two shots through the open window. You know what I'm saying? There is no defense for those shots. There's no court case that you're going to say, I don't care what amount of time, just because it's that quick. You should know the difference. Like, the training should be, there's no threat. That she was posing no threat to you at that time for you to point blank shoot her twice in the face.
And even
away from her.
His demeanor after the shot was like, take that. Like, it wasn't even like oh shit, like he wasn't even scared of the car. It was like, you bitch, bow, bow. It to me, that's the way I took it.
How dare you threaten my authority?
Yeah, like that's the way I took it. Like
I kind of took it like, oh, you hit me with your fucking car, so I'm mad.
Bitch. Like, it wasn't
Do you expect someone to be happy after you get hit by a car? Like, I mean, look, I'm not trying to say.
So ultimately, I think we all agree that it was extreme, right? Like, she lost her life when it, quote unquote, didn't necessarily have to be lost. Do we at least agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So do we also agree that maybe a lack of training or like training may have something to do with it, or do you think any trained officer in that particular position would have? Or Orlando said he doesn't. So
I think training would definitely help.
No, I think training definitely.
No, I'm saying as for an officer, you don't think a well-trained officer would have made the same decision?
Hell no.
Okay, cool.
A well-trained officer wouldn't have crossed the front of the vehicle. He would have stayed from the other side while his partner addressed the opposite.
So he would have went behind the car?
No, he said stayed on the other side.
He would have stayed on the passenger side while his partner addressed from the driver's side, because his partner is the one who started addressing from the driver's side as he was coming around parallel and that's when everything happened. Like, everything was happening simultaneously. The guy that shot was in the vehicle that was parked on the other side of the vehicle, and the guy who came to her driver's side door was in the vehicle that pulled up, right?
Right.
Her wife was outside of the vehicle having a conversation or, with the shooter outside of the vehicle on the passenger side of the vehicle. Right.
I wouldn't call it a conversation, but that's
right. Well, no, I'm just saying conversation. I wouldn't say conversation either. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to move the point along.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he starts out like, if the car's like this, he starts out over here, and he starts moving his way around like this at the same time as the officer gets out of the vehicle and comes like this. You know what I'm saying? So when the altercation starts and she starts moving forward, is it the same? Is all happening in that same 1 second? You know what I'm saying? Even from the wife's video, and when she starts yelling at her, "Drive, baby, drive," which is dumb. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I imagine she feels pretty bad about that.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably feels like she sparked the whole shit. But like, I just think like it was a conjunction of a bunch of bad training sparked by homeboy coming around the vehicle instead of stating his position on this side of the vehicle.
So there was a way to avoid it. Is basically what you're saying. Training would have helped avoid it.
For sure.
Okay, so we all agree that overreacted for sure. She shouldn't have lost her life. Well, we said she shouldn't have lost her life. I can't say overreacted. And we all agree that there was somewhat of a lack of training and could be more training that could be done. Right?
Yeah.
So from that, we haven't heard nothing about that person he's not getting arrested.
No.
He didn't even go to the hospital. Right? Like,
so we don't say anything about like the decisions to like go and interrupt ICE and like block them off and then
no. See, so I would that's
she was letting multiple cars pass. She was trying to turn around or something, whatever, right?
Right.
Like she was
getting numerous orders to stop the car and get out, and there was no conflicting orders. It was straight stop, get out of the car. She refused. They're trying to open the door. She's backing up as they're trying to open it. Like, it's just a lot of bad decisions. And I just don't get it. Everyone says that, and maybe rightfully so, but if you believe that ICE are these terribly trained, murderous, terrible people, why would you insert yourself into a situation like that with those type of people?
I agree.
And I just don't understand. And that's why when we were
was
talking
she Mexican
about,
or was she
an immigrant? I don't think so. I think she's just a white lady.
Yeah. See, we'll touch on it.
I think people interject because of that same point that you just brought up. Like, they should be better trained. They should be operating at a much safer space for the general public. The way that they move around is not okay at all. And so people feel the need to step up and step out and say something. And unfortunately, like way unfortunately, things go very bad. And they shouldn't go very bad. But if there was better training to handle and mitigate and de-escalate, then things wouldn't go very bad. But the very point that people are trying to bring up, like, keeps happening.
So you put your life on the line. So my question behind that is, okay, well, before I even jump into that question, we're going what did they say? Put a thumbtack or yeah, we're gonna pause on that particular part because there was another situation that happened after Miss Good lost her life, where Mr. Preddy, what is it? Preddy. He lost his life. I'll say this. One thing I heard, I don't know, I didn't look into it. I just heard it today. Didn't look into it at all, but they were talking about the guy that shot Miss Good, and supposedly he had just got divorced, and his wife left him for a lesbian, for a female. And that
didn't have anything to do with anything.
I'm not saying it did. I'm not saying
maybe that's what sent him over the edge.
That's what they were trying to say. That's what because they said that if you watch on his camera footage, there was a time where she says something, whoever he's talking to makes a remark about something, and he switches hands. So the person that was saying this was saying like when he switched hands, that was him saying, "Oh, I'm about to kill her. I'm about to shoot her because I'm getting ready. I'm putting.
Why? Because he's like,
I
they're
will
taking
say-
my wife. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. But it was just.
No. When he switched hands, I will say that was a cognitive decision because he was holding the camera in his right hand the whole time. And when he switched hands, he knew he was switching hands
To shoot.
Not to shoot, but just in case. You know what I'm saying? I'm
To
not
shoot.
saying
No,
that
ain't no just in case. You switch your hands to shoot.
No, because he's still an agent or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so they're trying to take control of the situation. So I'll
Not
give him
Lando.
I'll shoot him
To shoot.
No.
So the
I'll
fuck-
shoot him
okay.
that bail. It's to shoot.
I've
But
seen
it's
plenty of
also-
people put their hand there and not shoot.
Yeah, but you
No,
ain't seen
no.
plenty of people
But it's
have their
to be
hand on
ready.
a camera.
Corey, but you got to keep his job and what he was there for in mind. And if he's trying to keep himself safe and he has the camera in his right hand and he knows he's right-handed and he's starting to feel this might be
Threatened.
an unsafe situation and I might need to assert myself, I'm going to switch my camera to my left hand so that I can reach with my sturdy hand. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to reach across his body with his left hand.
Yeah.
So the only reason that he switched hands with the camera is so that he can pick up the gun with his right hand.
Now, like I said, that all could be a conspiracy theory. It was just something I heard, and then when I found out, or not when I found out, but it was just when you said her wife, it was just like, oh, okay, maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe it might be. I don't know. I don't think that somebody would be that angry, but you never really know, and that's one of the points. That's one of the points of
No.
That's one of the points.
I don't think it was I don't think it was anything that she said as far as wife, oh, you guys are lesbians, so I'm going to take one of y'all out because y'all are lesbians. I think it was just this situation is escalating and I'm an officer or an agent or whatever, and I might need to protect myself type shit.
Cool.
I don't think it was a nefarious y'all are lesbians, so I'm going to shoot one of y'all type shit.
Yeah, I that's what I say. Conspiracy wise, it could. I mean, coincidence. It could be a coincidence that happened. I didn't do any research to find out if he really got divorced or whatever like that. To me, that really didn't matter. It was just like a good little spin on things to throw out there, just in case. But
shit. Yeah, that's
then
just
it,
internet.
but then it leads to Mr. Pretty, whatever. Him and his encounter with him. One, same synopsis. What do y'all think about that situation? I'll start off. I think it was extremely overreacted, right?
That
Gun or
Sorry.
gun or no gun, I don't think he should have lost his life. I think, like you said, the rapid succession in shots would be mandated or okay if your life was at a threat. I don't think anybody's life was threatened at that particular point at all. Now, I will say this. I didn't see if he reached for his gun. I didn't see if he reached for an officer's gun. The only thing that I ever seen in his
it's hard
hand,
to really see much of anything in it.
it happened fast.
They're all wearing the same
Same gear,
brownish,
yeah.
greenish color.
I will say, only thing I did see in his hand was a camera, right? So
That's
I
all
can't
it-
say,
that's all
I
it
can't
has
sit
in
up
his
here
hand.
and say that he was a threat. I don't feel like he was a threat. Do I feel like it was an overkill thing? Do I feel like it was a statement thing? Yes. And my side note to that was, I think that whole situation was wrong, and I think somebody should be prosecuted for it. But my side note to that would be exactly what Corey said. These guys that's out there, they've already showed you that they'll kill somebody. Whether it's one guy that did it or the entity that supports that guy that did it, ICE being ICE, right? So
ICE didn't kill Alex Purdy to be.
no, I'm not. I'm saying that there's a group of people out there that's enforcing a law.
ICE didn't kill. It was Customs Border Patrol.
What I'm saying is, are they with ICE? Are they siding with them?
What do you mean? They're part of the Department of Homeland Security.
So they're siding with them. So
I mean,
what
I
I'm
guess,
saying
but it's
is,
a different department.
it doesn't matter if a police is
Okay,
over there and
okay,
it's a SWAT guy.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is there's a group of people that have shown what they're capable of, just like you said, and you still choose to run up on these guys to enforce or whatever your plan was to do, with the risk of what they're capable of still out there. And you know that. ICE, Homeland, Border Patrol, don't matter. All of them are sided over there. And they're against this side. And it's not necessarily Americans or citizens. They're against a particular group of people that's called illegals and immigrants that's not supposed to be in America. And I get that part of things. But they're sided over there. So you came up to a fence where there's big dogs, and I'm not saying they're the big dogs, but they're barking over here and they bite. And you came up to this fence and you stuck your finger in there and your finger got bit off, and now you're shocked. You're shocked that your finger got bit off with biting dogs. That's crazy to me. But
it's not shock. It's not shock. It's not shock. It's not shock. It's unfortunately trying to get other people to wake up to what is actually happening.
So a martyr,
and not just conceding and just not just letting it happen because they have the power. Like,
so a martyr.
Fuck all of that shit. Never ever just roll over and let that shit happen. Let any type of shit happen. Like, fuck all that shit.
Okay, cool. So what do you think about and see this? Okay, look, I'm gonna ask this right now, anyways, and y'all can answer this. So then, at what point? So at what point do you fight? At what point do you stop fighting for something, for a right? Like, because he's fighting for. Because I'm assuming he has to be an immigrant.
Who?
Purdy and Mrs. Good.
No, he was a fucking American.
American citizens. So what do you? So okay, cool. So
before he died, was help a woman in distress. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw a woman in distress, and he was trying to help her out, and that got him killed.
Cool. Now this is this is where
that is not cool. Like, hell no.
All right, chill out.
No, it is cool. It is cool. He made a decision, and the decision was made on his back end. So it is cool. It is cool that you made a decision and somebody else made a decision. It's cool. Okay. It happened. I'm not about to sit up here and act like it didn't happen. It happened. The problem, what I'm saying is, at what point in time is your life worth something that you ain't got nothing to do with? Prime example. You outside. Prime example. Hear me out. Prime example. Y'all walk outside and you see a woman get beat upside the head with a crowbar by a man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? If you walk outside and see a woman getting beat upside the head with a crowbar by a man, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to intervene. I'm trying to do something.
Cool. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Okay, cool. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I mean,
you gonna say something? You gonna be, hey man, and then cool. He beating her up.
Listen, I gotta get a weapon.
Listen, he beat.
I get my ass beat with a crow.
Y'all say something. Hey,
fuck all that shit you talking about, bro. I'm like, there's no way I could see some shit like that and just turn around and act like.
I'm not saying that.
Right?
I'm glad y'all saying this because it goes exactly with my point. So when he turned around and say, "Nigga, I'll kill you and then I'm gonna kill her," what you gonna do then?
Keep it moving. I'm gonna keep going. Like,
my point exactly. That's my point. That's your limit. You're not willing to die for a woman that you don't even know.
I just said you're gonna have to kill me, nigga.
Oh, you said you're gonna die.
Yes, nigga.
Oh, so you're Purdy guy. So you're on that side. So you're dying.
Nigga, like,
you're gonna die.
Like, as far as all of this.
No, time out. You're fighting for somebody's rights. You're fighting for somebody's rights, and you're fighting for that. Cool. I get it. So you're willing to die for that. So there's no limit for you. So for you understand why he went to that point. I get it. That's cool. Are you gonna die?
I mean, if I have no choice but to die,
you have a choice. You just jumped into somebody's business that ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't about acting like you ain't seen nothing. There's a limit, brother. There's a limit. That's all I'm saying. Is there a limit? Where's the limit? So you're willing to die for something that you have nothing involved in at all.
We wouldn't have a nation right now if people didn't.
I'm not asking you about the goddamn nation. I'm asking you about what you would willing to do. Are you willing to die for something that you're not invested in?
I'm willing to put it down. The same way I said in the group chat, nigga. I'm an American citizen. I'm a fucking veteran. Ain't no fucking way somebody gonna try to kidnap me or ask me for some fucking papers to prove I'm fucking American. Like, nigga, I'll go down for anybody else with that fucking same right. Like, that shit's not happening around me.
Cool.
Ain't no show me your papers shit going on around me.
Well, you're okay. Cool. So are you gonna die if that guy? If same situation, are you gonna address him more? He told you, "I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna kill her." So that's your opportunity to leave or engage in more. Are you engaging more?
I'm gonna figure out some kind of way to help her out.
No. Are you
That's-
engaging more?
If
Your way could
I
be
can't
helping.
just leave a person getting murdered.
So you
Not
go in the house
reason.
and call 911. That's a way of engaging. That's the way of doing that, right?
Go at it. Or in the moment, you ain't even gonna think about it. Like, you gonna attack dude. Like, all right, fuck it. It's gonna be 2 dead bodies here, or I'm gonna take dude out.
I mean,
So,
especially if I'm armed, like then there's
Armed-
definitely not a
It doesn't
question.
matter if you're armed or not. Like,
That's
you're gonna
what-
go for it. Like, you a man, Corey. I know the man you are. You're gonna go for it. Like, it don't matter. So, like, I know you trying to think your
I appreciate
way
that, but I don't
out
know.
of it, but, like, come on, Corey.
So that's the reason I asked that question is because I feel like this right here, what's going on with the ICE shit, is a lot of people interjecting themselves in situations that they quote unquote don't really have a dog in the fight of. Only fight that you have is a rights thing, right? You're violating somebody's rights, not mine. Oh no, I'm a citizen,
See,
but they're not my rights that I'm fighting for. There's somebody else's.
That's I think that's awesome though. Like,
But you're dying behind it.
but what the issue is people are breaking the law in order to do these things. You can still do these things and protest without. That's where the issues come in. All
Without
these
dying,
people-
right?
Corey.
Without dying.
What?
No, he's right.
No.
He's right.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. But people.
The lady
do
that
not-
got pepper sprayed, they were aggressive with her overly. Completely agree. But at the end of the day, if she was not in the middle of the street blocking them, I guarantee you they have been asking like, "Hey y'all, get out of the street, get out of the street, get out of the street." At some point, it's like, "Yo, get the fuck out the street." And then you start spraying people, and then someone starts attacking you, or you feel like someone's attacking you.
Behind the vehicle, and they pepper sprayed her, and then they pepper sprayed.
I
Mr.
told you
Purdy.
it was overboard, and I told you that
Right.
it seems like I think people in that situation should be fired at least. To me, like there was a guy who took the gun. You can see the agent walk away about a second, maybe 2 seconds
think-
before.
I
Like
think
he
that's
should
what
get in
triggered
trouble for not
everything.
saying
Like,
anything.
Yeah.
He should have said, "I have the gun. I have the gun." Freddie would still be alive.
Yeah. I think he just said gun, or some shit, you know what I'm saying, instead of saying, "I have the gun."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that triggered everything. But he disarmed Mr. Preddy,
Yep.
and whatever transpired from that happening, from him disarming Mr. Preddy, whatever happened, what he said triggered everything else. You know what I'm saying? And it all boils down to a lack of training.
I mean,
Yeah,
I definitely.
I agree.
I definitely think training has a lot to do with it. Understand that CBP, Custom Border Patrol, is not supposed to be doing crowd control, and that's what I wanted to talk about earlier. Like, you guys talk about why we're in this position in the first place, right? Like I said when we were talking in the group chat, you know, they used to have detainers for prisoners, and as soon as their court date was over, their sentence was over, they would pick them up and send them out. They're not doing that anymore, especially in sanctuary cities. Like, they're disagreeing with all of that. And guess where, like, 70% of all of these incidences are? In 9 counties. New York, New Jersey, Los Angeles, Portland, Seattle, Minneapolis, Denver. And you don't have these problems in red states. This isn't...
No. I understand exactly what you're saying.
This is a rhetoric issue.
Hold on.
I'm not done though. I'm not done.
Okay.
So this is not only a rhetoric. No, actually, you know what? Go ahead, because I lost my train of thought.
I was just gonna say, like, I can see everything that you say, especially this is not a red state issue, but the only reason that this is such an issue in Minneapolis at this moment right now is because there are so many resources being poured into Minneapolis that it's making it an issue to distract from other things
The
like
Somali
the
fraud.
Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? Like the Epstein files.
It's not all the fraud that just got uncovered in Minnesota that they're trying to cover up?
You talking about
the reason that Walz all of a sudden dropped out of the race? He's not running for governor no more. Just coincidence, right?
But was it really fraud, or was it all debunked?
Oh, yeah, it's
because like, the fraud has already been prosecuted. Like most of the fraud has already been prosecuted. It's
A
not
lot of
like
it has. There's still more out there.
fraud
There's still leering
being
centers out there.
uncovered, you know what I'm saying? Yes, but it's not a new sensation. It's just something old. And like that whole video has already been debunked. So there's nothing to get into. And it has nothing to do with what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all of like because I say that because why are there so many ICE agents in Minneapolis when they should be in states in areas like Texas, like El Paso, like Florida, like Tallahassee, like Miami, like Alabama, like Louisiana? They're not in the same number.
Where are most? What three states have the most arrests?
Hold on. There are 5,000
Texas,
agents
Florida, California,
and like 25% of them are in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Like in that, like if it's such a plague, why not hit the actual hot centers? You know what I'm saying? And the hot centers would be where we live. Like,
well, I mean, they definitely crushed California. That's when that whole shit happened. They definitely went out there. They definitely hit Florida, and they were tiptoeing, I think, around Texas.
Out in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Like
Texas and Florida are like 25% of all the arrests.
Yes, but they are not but they're moving in different tactics. They're using different tactics. They're
actually, I think
that actually proves my point. You know what I'm saying? Because they aren't moving in the same ways. There isn't this
because they have police support in one situation, in the other they don't. And that's what I was trying to finish. Well, actually, I say I was trying to finish. I just remembered. So you finish, and then I'll.
Go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm done. I'm not going.
No, okay. So, like, yes, you say that. Yes, there's police support down here, but that's not what's leading the arrest. Like, they aren't patrolling the streets like they are in Minneapolis. Like, I live in Austin. If they were out here in Austin like they are in Minneapolis, believe me, I would know, and I would be letting y'all know in the group chats type shit. You know what I'm saying? They aren't. In the same way. They aren't moving in the same
So why aren't
way.
they? Because the courts cooperate and they don't have to do that.
No.
And then these situations like Renee Good and Alex Preddy wouldn't happen if the police were there to perform crowd control. And that's not just my opinion. That's like the chief of police of Minneapolis saying that, or excuse me, hold on, the president of the St. Paul Police Federation, the police union of Minneapolis, said if we were there like we should have been and like we asked the governor to put us there or the mayor, then these lives wouldn't have been lost. So everything that's happening it's a combination of things. Yes, ICE needs more training. Yes, but at the same time, ICE shouldn't be in these situations in the first place. There's supposed to be police there to stop crowds, to let ICE do their jobs.
But why does there have to be a crowd when ICE is doing their job?
Because ICE, people are like professional agitators and they're trying to alert everyone. It becomes a huge...
ICE should not just be patrolling the streets. ICE should know who they're going after. They should
go get them people.
Racial profiling and shit like that, just stopping people and asking for papers and shit like that. Like,
that's why there's a crowd.
I can 100% agree with that, but that's not always why there's a crowd.
Because that's the way ICE is operating, then they would need police to just roll with them as they roll around the streets, and police aren't going to do that. Like,
but that's not what they usually do. Like, they usually set up in an area and then people alert, and it's not like people are there in a second. It takes people a minute to, hey, ICE is over here, and then 5, 10, 15 minutes later, now you got all these people. It's not instantaneous. They set up in an area for a while, and then that becomes an issue, and that's where they would like to be able to call the police. And now Walz has agreed to allow the police to help ICE and avoid those situations. Also, Tom Homan said that they're going to change like their whole tactics, which I agree with y'all. They're going to do the targeted shit, which I agree with y'all. They should have done in the first place. 100% agree. But these protests didn't start then. These protests have been going on from the beginning, and the whole point is just to get rid of ICE completely.
The protests were no. the protest started from the beginning because it was proposed from the beginning that that this was what it was going to be. Like this, what was proposed with just blanket mass deportations, and we were like, well, how could that be? You can't just do that. And everybody was like, oh, you guys are just doomers, you know what I'm saying? And like projecting like the worst in what is being said, and now that the worst that was being said is happening, and like you're just acting like, well, no, maybe they just need to scale it back a little bit. And it's like, no, the policy is fucked up and stupid. Like,
I mean, there has to be a better way, right? I think when we're at a situation like we are right now, where nameless, faceless ICE agents are running the streets trying to snatch people up. That shit is insane to me.
Why do they have masks on?
I don't give a fuck.
Like, I don't give a motherfucker comes up on me in the street. I'm not complying to shit they say.
To me personally, that whole, they got to protect their identity. Fuck all that. If a policeman don't got to protect his identity, if a detective don't got to protect his identity, if these judges, they don't have to protect their identity. Why the fuck do you get to protect your identity? Border Patrol ain't got to protect their identity. They cannot. Homeland Security cannot. These people can't operate under these masks. And then let me take you one step further. If a cop was to wear a balaclava and a hat and a jacket, and you walked up on him and he walked up on you, and you said, "Hey, sir, what is your name and your badge number?" Legally, he has to provide that to you. Or you can go and request information, or you can go and actually get this dude sued for not providing you this information as an American citizen. Because he's he's operating in the capacity where his identity has to be known. I.e., you're a cop. You're a public service agent. You have to tell me who you are. How the fuck am I going to go get how am I going to pull a FOIA request on what you just did if I don't know who you are? That shit don't make sense to me. And I'm not coming, but I'm just saying, like, that shit just don't make sense to me. Faceless, nameless people patrolling the streets, snatching people up. Now, prime example, and according to, this is what Pretty did, right? He seen somebody that was being attacked, harassed, or detained or whatever, and he went to impede that situation, right?
Right.
No, he went to assist that person. He didn't go to impede the situation.
Assist, okay. He came to assist that person. Prime example, we go back to the whole domestic violence shit. If you walked outside, this is where your shit gonna change. If you walked outside and seen a woman being harassed by a guy or a group of men that looked like men in balaclavas, nameless, tags on their back, i.e., whatever tag, Homeland Security, whatever, and he was surrounding this lady and putting her in a bad situation. Are you gonna say something then? Or are you just gonna let that situation ride out?
I might say something. I'm not about to do anything.
So there's a limit for you.
You made a terrible decision. Like
no, I'm saying, but there's a limit for you for what you're willing to fight for. So at one point in time, if somebody's life is on the line,
no. Describe the situation again. I lost it. So
same exact thing. You walk out your house, instead of a woman getting beat upside the head with a crowbar, it's a woman that's being surrounded by a group of men, nameless, in balaclavas. They have look like ICE. And the only reason I say that is because we'll get a real general synopsis for me instead of me breaking down what they're wearing. So they look like that.
No. I'm definitely interceding, saying what's up. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna say what's up, and then what? Corey said that he's gonna.
I'm one of it's probably 2,000 people that live here, and there's 6 of us that are not Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as ICE comes here, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So my thing about that is, I was saying that there is a limit. Then there's a limit. It may not be.
I die for this shit.
You'll die for it. So even on that side of things, even if you seen ICE harassing a female or a female,
Anyone.
You going okay?
Anyone.
Cool.
A man,
So
a female, another man.
So you're willing to so for rights, you're willing to die for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's where, for me, that's where my lack of understanding comes into play. Like, because I'm all for fighting for rights, but I think in this particular situation, I have no dog in the fight. I'm not willing to die for it. So what I would hear me out. What I'm willing to do is what Corey was saying earlier. Go the proper steps. Let's go through our chains of commands. Let's write our governors. Let's do what we need to do to fix this problem. Vote or whatever we need to do.
Record it.
Whatever. But to die for it.
What happens when all them people that they're trying to conquer right now get conquered? Do you think they're just going to stop?
You saying once all the illegals aren't here anymore?
Yes. Do you think the problems are just going to stop?
I think that would be the end of border
now.
Yeah.
I don't think illegals will ever end coming into America. I don't think that ever stops.
No. All the illegals are out.
Yeah. Okay.
America's
Cool.
great again. Now, what's going to happen?
I don't know. I would have to see for that.
Probably minimize and become a monitoring type agency to worry about.
No.
What are you saying? You think they're about to like turn on citizens?
Yes, I think
crazy.
Once the illegals are done, then the next problem is us, the brown skinned, black skinned minorities, because
what are they gonna do?
You always have to have a problem. There always has to be an outgroup. There's always somebody that is the reason that you aren't succeeding, which is the reason right now that we aren't succeeding, quote unquote, are the illegals that are sucking up too many resources, and not the actual billionaires and millionaire class that are sucking up and usurping all the resources.
Okay, wait, what? Wait.
That's a little far for me.
So you're thinking that ICE is gonna get rid of all the illegals? Just in your theory, they're gonna get rid of all. Why are you looking up like that? Like he's fucking waiting. You waiting for like the? Oh yeah, I'm waiting for. I got him. No,
I don't. No, I'm just listening and thinking.
All the illegals, they're gonna be gone, and then they're gonna start.
Do you really think that once all the illegals are gone, all the problems will be solved and there will be nobody else to blame?
I'm gonna do you one better. I don't think your first part right there will ever happen. I don't think you'll ever get rid of all the illegals.
I don't either.
So that right there, that deviates from what you're saying. So now we're going off of what if. So this what if scenario, which is all the illegals are gone, they're gonna turn their focus onto something different?
No. All the illegals will be gone if everybody just shuts up and complies like Corey wants. If everybody just shuts up and complies and lets ICE go through and sweep around, then fucking all the illegals will be gone real quick. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that even looks fucking questionably illegal has a questionably illegal name. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm worried. My name is Orlando Adonis, and I was born in Germany. Like, none of that screams American.
Yeah, but your birth certificate and your fucking driver's license,
my
your social security card,
does not say that I'm an American. It says I'm a
citizen born abroad. Citizen born abroad. That means that you're a citizen of the United States of America, born abroad on an American installation.
But what?
That's what it means.
What trained ICE agent knows that right now?
Brother, wait, time out. I got this one. You walk around with your birth certificate, you son of a mother.
I should not need to walk around with my birth certificate.
So what do you walk around with, you son of a? What do you walk around with?
I have my ID card.
All right then, motherfucker.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. With the yellow star in the top right.
CCW on him, and he got shot and killed. What the fuck are you talking about?
A CCW?
He had his ID on him and shit too, and he still got killed.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, wait. Who?
Alex Preddy.
What ID was going to stop that?
At that
he's like tussling with the cops. He's like, "Wait,
but that was ID." But that wasn't the reason that they were on his ass.
That's what
they wasn't on his ass because he was an illegal. They were on his ass because he was impeding what they had going on.
No, exactly. It don't matter. They didn't stop the question at all. You questioned their authority, so you had to be put down.
No, you're impeding what we got going on, so you need to get out the way.
You're questioning my authority, so you have to be put down.
See, you saying it that way makes it seem like it's wrong, and what I'm saying is
wrong, nigga.
no. What I'm saying is they're
wrong.
in his way,
It's
and they have to get him
wrong.
out the way.
What them niggas is doing is wrong.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, but what I'm saying is you're wording it that way as if they're out trying to just take down American citizens, and that I wouldn't say that's the cause. But if you take your American citizen ass in the way, fighting for a cause that has nothing to do with you, then you put yourself in position to be murdered, to be hurt, to be maced, to be anything. It's like, that's my problem with it. You know what these you knew what these guys were up to. You knew what these guys were capable of. You knew what was going on.
All right, well then you just let it happen then.
I'm not saying let it happen. I'm just saying there's another way to fight it. And
I'm not about
to
enforce federal laws. Like, I don't understand what's.
You fight at the ballot. You fight in the courts. You fight with your vote. You also fight in the street. Like, you don't just lay down and let shit happen. You don't just let.
You don't. But why are you gonna die, bro? What if you're the caveat to this whole thing? What if you have all the information?
I'd rather die than be a bitch. Fuck it.
You would rather die.
I'd rather die.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
I'd rather die than be a bitch.
For some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you though, gang.
It got everything to do with me.
It don't. You're not in the legal. You're not even one of the people that they're looking for. What are you doing? That's what my whole thing is. What are you doing? You're not even a part of this. I understand fighting for everybody's rights. Everybody should be treated fairly. I get it. But to die for something that you don't literally have a fight in is insane to me. Insane.
Nah.
So you're willing to go out there and fight. You're willing to go. So I show up in your shit. You going outside?
Yeah.
And you're going to be, oh, hell no, y'all need to get up out of here.
What?
You're going to be like, hell no, y'all need to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Why not stay your black ass in the house, man?
Why would I just nah, fuck all that. Like,
why? No, I'm asking you, why not stay your black ass in the house?
Because what is that gonna do? Like,
you're not even on the verge of getting. They're not gonna kick you out. They're not kicking you out. They ain't arresting you. They ain't doing nothing with you at all. So why bring your ass outside to impede what they got going on? You just sat up here and said it's 7 of y'all in there. So
that feels super bitch made to me to just sit and watch.
To watch some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you.
As an American citizen, it has all to do with me. Like, you
keep
saying
it
don't have nothing to do with me just because they're illegals. Like, but what's happening in the country has all to do with me. Like, just because they're illegals that the shit is happening to doesn't mean that the shit doesn't have anything to do with me. I live in this country. I pay taxes in this country.
And they're trying to protect this country. They're trying to get illegal immigrants out of this country. And you're gonna impede that? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
They ain't doing shit. The illegals that they're fucking with ain't doing shit. The illegals that they are fucking with ain't doing shit.
I'm not opposed to that, and
they ain't doing shit, and they are worth being stood up for. Like, they ain't going after the worst of the worst. If they was going after the worst of the worst, they should have got them niggas already. Like, these are your average everyday citizens, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to become citizens, you know what I'm saying? These ain't criminals that they're going after.
Well, 40% of their arrests are criminals.
Let me say
it should be higher. I will say that, but you can't say none of them are.
I will say this.
I'm not saying none of them are.
That's what it sounds like.
No.
But a criminal from 7.
No. I'm not saying that none of them are, but I'm saying that this tactic of America is just going to go around bullying whoever the fuck they want, and we all just got to get down and lay down. I'm not with that shit at all.
What do you mean bullying? You mean like
if you're talking about Venezuela, I agree.
Just letting the shit happen. Right. Just letting this shit happen, just letting ICE run through the streets and grab whoever the fuck they want and question them,
bro. So we have to.
Why not? Why if ICE knows that there are illegal aliens in the country, why can't they go out and target them and pull them up in actual roundups, walk up to a motherfucker's door with a warrant or whatever and be like, hey, Ronaldo, we know that you're from Guatemala. You don't belong here. You need to come with us. Not just stopping random cars in the street. Stopping random people in the street, hanging out outside of schools, hanging out outside the courthouses where motherfuckers are going through the process, trying to get their green card. You know what I'm saying? They have a court date and everything's all good, and then they step out and the ICE officers are there because they don't give a fuck what's going on inside of the courthouse, even though they're all good inside of the courthouse. Like,
Right.
what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Some of that I completely agree with.
About?
That's the part of things that's understandable. That part of things, nobody's saying that what they're doing and how they're doing it is the right way at all. I don't think anybody, on here, I don't think anybody's saying that they're doing it the right way. There has to be a better way. I'm just saying I don't feel like it's worth losing your life for a fight that you don't have no teeth in. You don't have no teeth in that fight.
You wouldn't have a fucking America.
Man, I'm not even talking about America. Without America,
I'm talking about that's the difference, though. I'm talking about America, and you're not talking about.
Okay, cool. So you're saying we wouldn't have America if somebody didn't overstep their boundaries and fight for something that they didn't have to fight for.
I'm talking about America right now in this situation that we're talking about. I'm talking about America and surviving. And I guess you're not talking about America. You're just talking about surviving. But I'm
talking about this
America
particular situation.
And surviving.
I'm talking about this particular situation and what I'm willing to fight and die for.
America.
Period.
That's the America that I want. No, the America that I want to live in, I am willing to live and die for.
Okay, cool. And you're gonna die without seeing that America.
So hold on. How does that point?
I died fighting for it. But I died fighting for it.
How are you fighting if you fucking die by ICE?
Yeah, how does that
point
come
talking
across
about, bro?
by getting into a fight with ICE and dying over nothing?
It's not like I'm just one. It's not like I'm just one person that feels like this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
But that doesn't make it right, though.
That doesn't make it wrong either.
That's factual.
That's
a hell of a response. I like that. I like it.
I don't even have no comeback to that one. That long as it came so cool. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I don't even know what to say that one. But nah, man, fuck that. I agree. Okay.
So
let me ask you this. Time out. Is that why you joined the military? Because your belief in America is that strong?
No. I joined the military for benefits, you know what I'm saying? I gained a belief in America backed by the history of what I knew about America, you know what I'm saying? Like taking that oath to the Constitution, I don't know. It made me feel patriotic.
As it should. It's supposed to.
Like as it should, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to. It gives you honor.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I think about, like, going forward. Like, there is no motherfucking body that can come in and supersede anything in the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody that's going to be like, oh, nah, we're just going to do it this way. No.
I mean, I think ICE is wrong. I think they're going about it wrong. I think they were employed wrong. I'm not as versed in the courts system or politics to where it's a red and blue thing or who's allowing this or anything like that. Or no. I'm not. I'm saying that because Corey said that it's a red like the red states it don't happen in, right? So I'm not even going that deep. I'm just looking at the surface level. Surface level to me. They're completely wrong. The way they're handling it is wrong. I feel like I can come up with better ways to do it. Will those ways be within the guidelines of the laws? I don't know because I don't know all the laws, right? Now, granted, I'm not telling them to go snatch somebody, jump through their roofs and stuff, but at the same breath, like, I don't feel like you should have the right to pull up on a random street and just block it off and pull out everybody out of cars and stuff like that. Hell no. I think we all said it. It should be targeted. You should know who you're going after. Granted, there will be American citizens that will hide illegals.
Once again, Anne Frank shit.
Anne Frank. That's what I was about to say. Like some Anne Frank shit.
Yeah.
That will happen, right?
Yeah.
So then we prosecute those Americans for such things. But I don't think that you should go to jail for 12 years or no prison time. Maybe a fine or something like that. But
why would you? Yeah, why would you? Why would you prosecute them for hiding illegals?
Because that's illegal.
What?
But
the penalty shouldn't be like crazy, but yeah, it's definitely illegal.
No. Because that would imply that
they're supposed to be here.
No, that the the people that hid Anne Frank's family did something wrong.
They did.
Yeah. So
according to the German law and the Nazis, they were wrong.
Hold on. Were the Nazis sending people back to their countries or somewhere else?
They were killing motherfuckers.
Exactly. So it's a little different. So I mean
that's so you're talking morally. You're talking morally. They were not wrong. You're absolutely correct.
I wouldn't turn nobody over. I wouldn't
Morally, you are correct, brother. But when it comes down to a law that's set forth, them Nazis, if they would have found them, they would have slaughtered everybody in that house, and they would have slaughtered Anne Frank. We would have never got the book. You know what I'm saying? We would have never got this. We would have never got none of it. They would have slaughtered everybody. Right? Again, bro, you're talking more. You're talking morally, though.
Fuck laying down and complying.
So then, how do you? So how do we fight something? How do you win this battle, Gay? Because the way you're talking about is gonna get a lot of people hurt.
That's the problem.
There are way more of us than there are of them. You just got to get all of us on the same page.
Yo, all right. Well, I really think that it's bad advice because a lot of people are going to follow it, and like bro said, I think a lot of people are going to get hurt that way. And then what's really going to suck? Not only a lot of people are going to get hurt, they're going to get killed.
ICE got to change their fucking ways. ICE got to make the change. The people in power have to make the change, and we have to force them to make a change. We can't just fucking lay down and comply because they're not going to.
But if you're breaking the law,
they're going to push more. If you just lay down,
if you're breaking the law while doing it. They're never going to institute change because they're always going to find that you're wrong because you're attacking police officers or law enforcement.
The only change that has ever come in the United States have come from the result of fucking years of violence.
And again, these are things that are worth it, like ending slavery and things like that. But to enforce a law that so countries like Australia, you just hate them or because our immigration policies are pretty lax compared to a lot of other places.
My visa is good. I can go to Australia. I just got a visa to go to. I'm going to Sweden next month. You know what I'm saying? I travel all around.
Yeah, but you're not about to go stay
so
in
now
Australia
you're selfish though.
Now
you're selfish. You don't care about other people being able to have the same freedoms you have. It only matters in America.
No, I wish everybody could travel around like I can. You know what I'm saying?
No, because he said that he's willing to fight for shit in America, fight for people. Yeah. But now he's saying that he can go to Australia. He don't care about nobody else being able to travel like that. So you're willing to fight?
Yeah, motherfucker. No, I don't know.
I said everybody should be able to travel,
but they can't.
Everybody should be able to bounce around
and that's what you're saying, that Australia, their laws for immigration is way more harsh than ours.
Yeah, you're not.
So you don't have a problem with Australia
without telling them.
Yeah, so you don't have a problem with Australia. What reason I say I'm just saying the laws set in place here in America is for a reason, right? There's ways around our laws by what is that? When you stop. It's all good. But it's like when you veto bills, when you not campaign, but pretty much when we sit outside, protest. When we protest, bro, that's how we get things changed out here. We protest. And then they change laws. Are they mandate? Are they amend laws to appease the people, so to speak? What you're saying is, it's it's too late for that. Time to chop off heads. We got to go in there, chop heads, crack heads, get things rolling, and that's the only way it's gonna get fixed.
No. I'm saying this is the wake up before it's time to chop heads. Like,
so
like,
there is no waking up. We're not waking up.
No,
Are we waking up?
Legit. We need a national strike. Like, if you ask me what I think we need to do, I think we need a national strike.
That was
to
today.
Just shut down all the money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just send a clear message like, hey, people are not jiving with what's going on in this nation right now. You know what I'm saying? To get some change to happen, like, because if you have to fuck with the money to incite change, and if fucking with the money doesn't get the change, then yes.
So the only
beds on pikes.
What are all the changes like? Are you just talking like the one policy where they're doing like the street sweeping? You know, and now they're changing it to targeted. So from now you should be happy, or like there's other things that they're fucking up.
No, we're talking like
because like the Fourth Amendment.
What I was talking about is something, I guess, a little more sweeping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the national strike is talking about. Would encompass a lot more things than just the ICE.
Right. But I'm saying
that would be one thing. But yes, if we're speaking about the ICE thing, then yes, it would be getting rid of the street sweeping and making it a targeted operation. Like, people should not be afraid to leave their homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, illegal or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yes, I might be illegal, and if it's a targeted thing, then agents will come up on me in a targeted situation.
So do you think
what they are doing is accosting people in the street and then just detaining them and then figuring out what their situation is later. That is not America.
I think that's bullshit too, and that's one thing I'm fully against. Is that right there, 100%. Said that a long time ago. That part of things I don't agree with at all. That's just like stop and frisk.
But
right,
I agree, but that doesn't really happen. If you're talking like actual detainments, like if you go by like ProPublica, it's 170 detainments last year, right? And out of 170 citizens,
You're talking about Americans. That were there detained. They detained
American
way
citizens.
more than 170 people last year.
Right. Well,
Arrest.
They're illegal, so that's not a problem. Like, they should be, that's their goal, is detaining. So I didn't count the illegals, just because that's what their goal is. I'm talking about wrongdoings. They shouldn't be detaining American citizens, right? So there's 170 instances.
You shouldn't arrest American citizens. The detainment of it.
No, they're not supposed to detain them either.
They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to fuck with us at all.
That's what I was about to say. The reason why they're not supposed to detain us is because we're American citizens.
Right.
Because they don't have no reins over us.
Nah,
they don't.
Until you commit a crime in front of them.
No. Until you obstruct or whatever, like, they're still
as soon as you commit a crime, they're gonna
call their local law enforcement and get you arrested.
They can't stop you.
They will detain you and
detain you because you committed a crime that they're gonna let local law enforcement know about to get you arrested. They're not going to arrest you because they have no jurisdiction over you. That's it. That's why I have. But go ahead. But my point. I was just saying that to say that's the problem is the detainment of American citizens. You can't detain American citizens.
Right. So 170 American citizens detained, but 130 of them had like assault. They were arrested for like assault or whatever, all kinds of different charges. Right. So there's 595,000 arrests last year. So if you take 40 mistakes, right, out of 595,000,
that's like
0.0067%. Now, if you look at Obama's last couple years in office,
all right, man,
you can't use Biden because he didn't use it.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to use Trump. Obama was a great example for ICE because he actually used ICE. He deported a lot of people. So he's a great example to use. And there's really no one else to really use it because ICE didn't even start until like Bush's era. But either way, Obama had either way, his was like 0.54, so it's just a little bit higher for the amount of detainees.
Right.
So you're talking 240,000 were arrested, but 54 mistaken American arrests. So when you do the same equation, it's a little bit higher percentage. So overall, they still, I think Trump's number was one arrest for.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, you hold one arrest for every 15,000 arrests for Trump, and for Obama it was one arrest for every about 5,000. So which both are good, by the way, in terms of what they expect.
Numbers wise.
And what they expect, that's both.
Like, that's the fuck up.
It's both under 1%, like very minimal.
Yeah,
Corey,
that's like a low margin for mistakes.
But any is too much.
No, yes, in the end, it's too much. I will shoot you some bail, and you are wholeheartedly correct. But those fucking Obama numbers are over 8 fucking years, and this is 1 year of Trump.
Right. That's why I took the last 2 years of Obama's numbers.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Because I didn't want to use all 8 years, because like you said, it's 8 years versus 1.
Well, wouldn't that prove how good he is at doing it and violating people's rights?
There was also numerous citizens that got deported under Obama, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. But that is just that all that shows is like nobody's perfect. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
So hold on. Run with that. That's my whole point. Nobody's perfect. In fact, things were worse 10 years ago, but no one gave a fuck. Because guess who was president? It wasn't Trump. And that's the whole reason why people care now, is because Trump's president. Everything he does is bad. Democrats want to use this as a club.
How are things worse?
Democrats love the fact that all this shit is happening, in my opinion. They're using it so they can try and win the midterms.
No. Oh,
He said, how is things worse?
How are illegals such a problem? Like, it's like, they aren't that big of a problem. It's just something. It's just a distraction from.
It's a pretty big net drain on the economy.
There was a big ass dump of Epstein files that came out today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this shit is distractions from the actual shit that is going on.
But that doesn't make sense, because it's not Trump that's creating the distraction. It's the left.
No. It is
so what are you talking about?
Hold on, because he is the one that is deploying the ICE agents, you know what I'm saying, and creating these.
So hold on, because ICE agents are deployed, people have to attack them.
No, but if you deploy ICE agents in large numbers, like, things are going to
then
happen.
You have to attack them. Okay, understood.
No, you don't have to. You keep framing it like people are just going out to attack ICE agents.
I think a lot of people are going, not everyone, of course, but of course there are people out there who want nothing more than to fuck with ICE. And that's why I asked you, what would ICE have to do?
But they aren't attacking them. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same thing that's happened. Hold on. The same thing happened in fucking Seattle and Portland for like 3 or 4 months. Yeah. There were people going out in costumes specifically to fuck with ICE agents and shit, and nothing happened. But you get this untrained group of lackeys fucking in Minneapolis.
They sent all the untrained to Minneapolis.
It's a different group. It's a different group than what is in.
Well, I mean, they
Seattle.
did mass hire too, though.
You may be 100% right.
They did just do a mass hiring.
I will agree.
You can't act like
they lowered the training.
Group in Minneapolis would have restrained themselves to some dude in their face jumping around in a balloon Pokemon outfit like they were in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Trolling the fuck out of them, wishing they would do something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't, because I think I would shoot someone driving at me in a car before I would shoot someone dancing in front of me in a Pokemon outfit.
Yeah, and I think you would go to jail for shooting someone in a Pokemon outfit faster than you would shoot somebody. Go to jail for shooting somebody.
I had
in a
a reasonable suspicion he was going to shock me.
I don't think they were driving at her, and like, I think
now he's a her. Oh my gosh!
What
you said? I don't think he was driving at her.
You swapped the gender.
I don't think she was driving at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
I was.
My bad.
Yeah, no
See,
big.
I don't think she was driving at him. I don't think she was driving at him. I think that was a major jump to conclusion on his part because he's bitch made. But that's just my personal feelings.
So it goes back to what I was saying, which is the whole thing about his wife leaving him for a woman, and then
I
he
don't
seen
think- I don't
her.
think that's
He
it.
seen that
I
Subaru
don't-
and was like, "She gots to be one of them." I'm
I
gonna
don't
take
think
her
that's
out.
it. I don't think that has shit to do with it at all. I'm not gonna let that stand at all. I don't think that has shit to do with it.
Well, goddamn, fucking the super soldier, this motherfucking goddamn Captain America in this motherfucker, man. Goddamn freedom fighter. The motherfucking land on the fighter for
Get
all.
behind me! I'll kill them all. It's like
The
18
freedom
ICE
fighter,
agents.
man.
Like,
I get it, but like I
Quick,
think in
block
this
the
day
road.
and age, no, but like I think in this day and age, like people troll too much. You know what I'm saying? And like when it's real situations going on, like you just have to deal with the facts. Like I guess there's a time and place to troll, but like when lives are lost, there's no time to be trolling and making memes. Like you have to separate the real from the bullshit.
hold on.
I think there's a time for everything.
Absolutely.
So there's a
I
time
was
to
gonna
troll.
say, how much time has to pass?
Like you can't tell me what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it, when I'm supposed to do it. The difference is like I maximize off them efforts, right? So like if prime example in this situation, in Mr. Petty's situation, everybody can say that they was wrong. So if somebody comes out and trolls or makes fun of or makes light or brings light to, like utilize those situations at those times to show why that guy was wrong or show why I shouldn't be able to allow to do
But
these type of
I
things.
think we're talking about two different things. So I guess
No,
know
I'm
what saying?
talking about the same thing.
I agree.
There's funniness in
wholeheartedly
everything.
what you're saying. No, I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying, but I think doing it in poor taste is what I disagree with.
Yeah.
No.
Poor
Like,
taste.
I agree with what you're saying, but like it just depends on how it's executed.
Yeah, but poor taste is subjective. So like I could give you a joke right now that you would feel is poor taste, but Corey might find it funny or vice versa, right? So like you can't tell somebody what is your particular poor taste because that's subjective.
No, but that's only excuse me, on an individual level. Like when it comes to a society, like society wise, like there are things that are in poor taste or too soon or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's too soon to you. That's again, this is where, and we'll wrap it up on this, but this is the beautiful part about America, where everybody has that freedom. Like you have the freedom to take and feel however you feel about whatever you feel and think however you think. And then the craziest part about America is you have the freedom to express that. You can say, I disagree with this guy. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. In some countries, that'll get your head cut off for just simply disagree. Go to like I in North Korea, they gotta have a picture of Kim Jong-un in their house.
Right.
They have to honor him. They have a bench out there where his father sat on that's enclosed in a glass box.
Yeah.
Like the honor that they have towards him, disrespect that guy in any type of way and see what happens to you. You know, disrespect Saddam Hussein in any type of way. Hell, get crazy. Disrespect Hitler in any type of way and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll turn into a zombie. But
Every time.
you know, like
An Argentine zombie.
as long as it's not a Venezuelan drug lord. But
it's definitely Argentine.
Yeah, they're Argentinian. But you like all that to say is like everything's like a subjective and like up to you to a point. Like you feel like fighting for the country. I feel like this is the point where you stop fighting for the country. Corey may feel differently. Everything's subjective. So like ultimately you can't.
Corey feels like you fight for the country too. You know what I'm saying?
But everything's subjective. All I'm saying is what I find funny, you may not find funny. And you can't tell me when I can say what I find funny. Period. And that's why I have a problem with a lot of humans in general is they feel like what they feel in their body is way more important than what everybody else feels. I.e., calling a sir a female or a female a sir just based off.
Why you say all this and then be like, oh, we're gonna cut it off? Because that's a interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? Because like, at what point do you feel like you have to concede that feeling to the community? Like you can go around being a dick, but if everybody just treats you as a dick and cast you to the side because of the way that you interact with everybody, you have to eat that as well.
Okay, cool. Prime example. There was a video of a person, trans person in GameStop, right? And that man identifies as a female. He wants you to identify as a female. He wants you to call him ma'am. The person that's dealing with him is calling him sir because that's what they're looking at. They're looking at a sir. So their perspective is that sir. They're not trying to be rude, nasty, or anything like that by calling him sir. But the intent, what?
No. How is she presenting herself?
She is presenting herself what she thinks she should be as a woman. But to the world, you look like a man.
That's how it should be addressed. How she is presenting herself is how she should be addressed.
It's not about that.
The same respect I would give.
If I wear a bra and a wig and I tell you to call me Tammy, and you call me Tommy, I'm gonna be offended by it. Yes. Why should I be offended by something that you're looking at and identifying me as something? If I tell you to call me Tommy and you call me Tammy, or I tell you to call me Tammy and you call me Tommy, whole different ballgame. But if you're looking at a man addressing a female, or you're looking at a female addressing as a man, I'm not gonna live in your delusion, brother. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you on that, but I'm just trying to respect you as a human that you're trying to respect yourself as, because that's all I expect from you is you to respect me as I respect myself.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is absolutely point taken, got you. But you can't be mad at me for seeing and saying what I see.
I feel like I can. Like I hear.
Said, fuck that. Saying, I sure can.
I feel like why it feels like you're just being incongruent on purpose.
You can feel that way, but again, if I'm looking at it in this particular situation, if I'm looking at something that I identify as this and I'm addressing it as this my whole life, and you're telling me it's something different, when I get frustrated or whatever, I'm gonna revert back to what I know. That's all I'm saying. And so in these type of situations, I'm not saying nobody shouldn't be valued at a higher level or these people shouldn't be looked at or anything. I'm just saying what we see is how we address. It's not necessarily what you feel I should address as such. I.e., ICE in the world, in the streets, running around, we address them as a threat. So if we're addressing as a threat, even though they may not be a threat to you, you're going to address...
No, that's good. I hear you. I agree completely. Just be prepared to accept that when it comes back to you in the street. Because what you present yourself as, somebody may not see you as that, and they will address you as how they see.
Ain't nobody ever going to see me as no Mexican, brother. Ain't nobody ever going to see me as no illegal. So when they start fighting towards black people, I'm going to die.
I ain't saying Mexican or anything like that. But
and when they start doing shit towards black people, I'm going to die.
No, I'm just saying in the same way that you are saying that somebody who sees himself as something and just trying to present themselves to the world is the same as you. And if you're saying that you're able to say fuck all that, then somebody can say fuck all that to you. It's just the same.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. I mean, that's an even trade. I don't agree with it, but that's even. I get what you're saying.
What you're putting out there, though, you have to agree with it.
I don't.
You have to.
I don't have to.
You got to.
Sorry.
I'm just saying. No. Okay, let's speak on that. How can you live in a world that you don't then agree with the terms being reciprocated to you? How can you put terms into the world and then don't agree to those same terms being reciprocated to you? What type
Because
of shit
you're
is that?
putting terms in. I'm putting terms in the world that's already out there. You're turning it into something that could be. Like it's not gonna be. So if there's never. So for me, my problem would be you address me as I'm non-black. If you address me as I'm non-black, I'm gonna have a problem with it. Right? I address
No. Somebody could address you as like somebody could acknowledge your black ass skin and call you the boy that they feel that you are, and not acknowledge the man that you are.
Yeah, and for me, that right there, you don't got me. I don't engage with people like that.
That's the same way the person that feels who's trying to insert themselves.
So okay, cool. So let's take it back to ICE standards. I walk down the street, motherfucker. Hey, who are you? I don't engage with people like that. So for me, I'm gonna get you out my face, brother. Get your goddamn hands off me. Here's my ID. Now, if I want to talk shit from there on out, I'm gonna talk shit. But I'm gonna identify who I am. Because you ain't about to put me in no situation where you're going to impede me from doing anything that I want to do. Because I'm an American citizen, brother. Period. So I'm not going to play the games. I'm not even going to go out there and play with them dudes about shit. Because it's not my dog. It's not my dog in the fight. Now, if you was out there after black people, whole different ball game. I'ma die. I ain't got no teeth in this fight, brother. So that's for me. I don't have no teeth in this fight. That's why I say.
I hear what you're saying. I feel it 100%. So and the only thing that that I hear is you just have to wait for them to say, now it's black people's turn.
Yep.
For you to step up.
Yep. Because right now it's not.
That's fucked up.
How's it? Okay, you're right. We're gonna talk about that offline. We're gonna talk about that offline because we're gonna wrap this one up. We ain't getting off the phone, but we're gonna wrap this one up. And then we're going to talk about that offline. And then that'll probably be on the next podcast. Yeah. You never fucking know. But you got anything before we get out of here, Lando?
Stay righteous. Stay ready to protest.
Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have let win him last. You got anything?
Be safe out there. All right.
3 different messages.
Don't do some
fucking
shit.
Anarchy! Anarchy!
Don't go.
Understand, if these people is crazy, like, shit's dangerous. Please.
But seriously, man.
No, that too. Be safe.
Be safe. Seriously, be safe.
But
fight for your rights, man.
Never let anybody tell you that you should not protest.
Period.
Absolutely.
Be safe. Fight for your rights. Stand up for your freedom. Stand up for what you believe in. If that results in you dying, if that results in bad situations, fuck it.
And you can absolutely bring a gun to a protest. Just,
just don't pull it out.
Probably don't fight with the police.
And don't fight with the police.
Probably not a good idea.
Rest in peace to
rest in peace to everybody.
Everybody that lost their life. Shouts out to Pretty.
My Aunt Baby. She was my birthday twin. She passed away.
Oh man.
My homeboy's Aunt Sherry. She passed away too. So
R.I.P. man. Hey, peace and love, blessings. Shouts out to my boy I.E.E. Awakening. I love him. Might have to holler at him soon. We got some information coming up about my dad and some pancreas stuff. But yeah, so hey man, appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all watching. Shouts out to my boy Lando. Shouts out to Corey. Shouts out to King Dano. Hey, shouts out to my kids too. I love y'all guys, man. Hey, we out.
Another session with the bros. BrosTalk.